What's the Xbox logo doing, Tony? You were pointing that out.
Yeah, I was saying this. Looks like is this owned by Xbox? Are you playing? Is this PlayStation versus Xbox? What's going on?
No, this is Shift Happens by Clonk
Shift.
Games.
Shift happens.
It's a clever pun on saying shit happens, I believe.
Yeah.
Very clever pun.
This isn't shit happens. Okay, wait. So is this like a co-op game?
Yep. So I'm playing with a friend. I am the one in red with the Skyrim man hat on. You asked me how
Skyrim.
I do. Do you not? Have you not seen the official podcast logo where I have a little Skyrim?
Yeah, that's true.
Figure in my room. Which it's somewhere now. It might still be on my windowsill.
I can only hope.
Oh, I go to the windowsill to see if it's there, and it's literally shrimps on the roof waiting to come in.
Oh right. Well, they're shrimping.
Come on, shrimp. She was waiting there the whole time. But yeah, this is
the old shrimpus.
This is a two-player cooperative platformer, and the idea is, at the moment, I think we can both freely shift, just to try and teach you how to play, but eventually...
Like between small and big?
Yeah, so when you're small, you jump a lot higher and further, and then when you're big, you can pick up and throw your partner, and you can also walk in, like, shallow water. Oh, you also asked me how to spell Dovahkiin when we were watching this, and I was like, I think you spell it Dovakin, but apparently that's not right.
You're missing one more I and an H, and I was like, I never know how to spell Dovahkiin.
It's like Dovahkiin, I think.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's not how I would spell it. Dovahkiin's a real word, Tony. It's a real word.
It's a real word in the Nordic language. That's definitely real.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely.
But I think I played through most of this game at the moment. I think there's like 40 levels, and I think I've played like 30 of them so far. So I've played like most of the game at this point.
So it's just like a fun puzzle game, or like puzzle platformer?
Puzzle platformer, yeah, I would say.
Platformer first?
It really has that big like Portal aesthetic to it, I would say.
Yeah.
So that like laboratory thing.
Like more papery, maybe.
Tony, you could be playing this too as well. I'm just looking at the store page, and apparently this is included in the Tiltify Yogscast Jingle Jam.
Oh wow! We're recording this the 1st day of December, which is
Jingle Jam Day.
Jingle Jam
Sips didn't pick up on the phone. So...
No. They called a different dad. It's okay.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I literally got this game. I think like. 29th of October, so like a month ago today almost, just because it was the Halloween sale. I think that was right.
Yeah, it should have been. But see, this was the Halloween sale.
I think it's just one of those everything's on sale events, the Halloween sale.
Right.
But basically, I think me and my friend got this because it was like 90p or something, and my friend was like, hey, you want to play this co-op with me? It's like 90p, and I'm like, yeah, it's like £1. Let's play it together. And
it's worth it.
For £1, I cannot complain with the experience I got from this. I don't think I would pay full price for this game. It's sort of short, and it has some bugs and some small features that I would change. But apart from that, I think it's like fine overall.
Okay. So you just like it's like I guess it's like not really saying that there's a problem. Just like you're saying, like it's not like you wouldn't pay like a lot for this game. Like, is it just like a simple experience?
Yeah. Well, I would say like there's some stuff.
Like, it seems like a casual platformer with puzzles.
Yeah. I would say like the game is good, but it's not like excellent. It's fine. I feel like it's one of the best things I can say about Shift Happens. I do like you can murder your friends. It's always one of my favorite features in a co-op game. Like in the
you can steal their points.
Yes, so that was something weird. It's like
Okay.
co-op, but you sort of have this like leader competitive who gets the most things. So I would always kill my teammate and then steal all of their points, sort of thing was what I would do. I think my biggest gripe with the game is, you know, how buggy it was at times.
Right, okay.
Where in like one level we just had to restart the entire thing because we couldn't get past it, which was annoying.
Is it like a soft lock thing, or just like it like bugged out?
Like we couldn't. It was like it was invisible on one of our screens, but visible on the other screen.
Like a desync sort of issue.
Yeah, and I couldn't get over this because basically you had to knock down this like wall thing, and my friend had already gone over it, but I hadn't gone over it, and on my screen it was not possible to get over, and it wasn't working at all. But I think that was only like one level was like bugged. Apart from that, I think it was pretty much, you know, fine.
Yeah.
I feel like I was going insane playing with the friend I was playing with because. Yeah, let's just that.
Yeah, you don't want to expand on that. Choose your friends wisely. What's that? Keep your enemies close. Keep your friends close. Enemies closer.
There's a lot of things where you need to like rely on your friends to like pick you up and throw you at like certain times.
Yeah, it's very time oriented.
If you're playing with someone who's not like, who's not like very experienced at like platformer games or like quick movement sort of things, then that's when I think some of the weak points of this game comes in.
So we can say it's not It Takes Two.
It's not as accessible as It Takes Two. No, I would not say so. And it's not as, I'd say it's less forgiving than It Takes Two, like massively.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it's like how timed it is. Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
So if one of you dies, the other one can resurrect them. But if both of you die, then it ends the level. But if you collect enough points on a level, you can get extra lives. And then those lives get used up as you keep dying, sort of thing. So that's how the system works. So you sort of only... You're never checkpointing throughout the level. You only get a set amount of lives if you collect enough like collectibles. Some of the I think you started collecting on the collectibles, but like some of the collectibles are really hard to collect, and it just that's where I felt like I was going insane, was trying to get all the collectibles sort of things on some of the levels where they just turn some of the short little levels into like really long levels, trying to do these precise jumps with a co-op partner sort of thing.
Yeah, they're just like elongating the experience, maybe like artificially a little bit. I
think like I think you can play it alone, where you just like switch between the characters and go big and small. But I would say I'd recommend playing this with it. Just get this on sale cheap and play it with a partner. I think that's fine to say. Like,
yeah,
it's a fun little game if you get it on sale to play with a friend.
Pound is worth it for sure.
Yeah.
Or,
if it was more
equivalents
off sale, no, I would not recommend this.
Well, how much is it off sale?
It's like £13.
Oh really? Oh okay. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't.
Look, Tony,
like
you can just get
£5 for this.
You can just get the Tiltify Yogscast Jingle Jam 2001 bundle, and then you'll own this game.
Yeah. Go to jinglejam-tiltify.com.
Next up we have We Were Here Too, and this should be a familiar game to Tony, because if you don't remember, we did a spotlight of We Were Here like years ago, the original game.
Yeah, it was a while ago now.
Free to play.
Yeah, we did the free one, not any of the paid ones. But I guess so you liked it so much that you bought the sequel.
It was 3 years ago, in 2018, that we played it.
It's not as long ago as I thought. Okay.
I remember saying in that video, I was like, "Oh, we'll keep playing to the end, and then I'll just upload footage of it." And we did complete it to the end, and I
we completed it all.
and I never upload the footage because I completely forgot about it. But I have footage of that entire game, and it's lost now forever. So interesting. That also was a pain in the fucking ass to edit that, like switching between our two different point of views.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like it was like really.
So I'm like, we're not doing another spotlight on We Were Here. I can't edit in two different perspectives again. I have to mute the audio as well because
I think ages. I remember it ages like to like send the file to you.
But if you don't know, from the first game, again, you can talk in the game through walkie-talkies, and that's what me and my friend Dave chose to do. So, that's why
we did the same. Like we turned off.
Yes, because
Discord
it was easier to record if we did the walkie-talkies.
Yeah,
because then we wouldn't get double audio. But I think we used the walkie-talkies for a long time playing through this, and then eventually I just had to say to Dave, we have to stop using the walkie-talkies and talk over Discord because we keep talking over each other, and like sometimes I can't hit the walkie-talkies are a little bit buggy as well, where if you accidentally press the button once, it would then cut out entirely what a person was saying, even if you took your hand quickly off the button after accidentally pressing it.
Right.
There was a few bugs with this one as well, actually. We encountered my friend Dave had a crash where basically he was like falling through the world, so we had to restart the game, and the game's supposed to do checkpoints every time you go to like a new room. That's a checkpoint. But it's a known bug. We looked this up. We restarted the game. We had no checkpoints unlocked. Okay. So in order to remedy this, we just had to go into like the config file and manually unlock the checkpoints, sort of thing. That was like the dev's recommended bug fix. So
that's a weird bug. So that kind of sounds like a weird trigger, like a triggering thing not working or something. It's very very odd. But that's very annoying fix.
But the idea
are configs easy to get to at least.
Yeah, the idea of We Were Here 1 was there was two of you. You went to a spooky castle, and then you were like, "What the fuck is going on here?" What happened at the end of We Were Here 1? I don't remember. I remember walking into the snow.
Yeah, there was the spooky
the spooky man with the arms. I remember him.
Yeah, there's like the puppet, right? Like I remember that was the very last proper puzzle, I think. And then
there's another.
Did one of us escape and one of us had to stay behind or something? Or...
Yeah, I think this thing does the exact same thing as well.
Like I think one of us had like keep the gate open or something, but then like as soon as you let go, like it would lock.
This one has.
But all I remember is that you walking out into the snow. I don't remember anything else.
This one has like a similar thing where one of you has to like hold open a gate while the other one goes up an elevator. And I immediately saw the elevator and I was like, I'm gonna leave Dave down here. I'm getting out. I want to fucking leave this place. I'm getting out of here.
See, it's weird though, because I don't mind role playing. So it's like, I'll stay behind.
The sacrifice.
Like I feel like in real life, I feel like that'd be really dumb to do. But like again,
I've been told this is. I think this is true in real life, probably as well. But I've been told by friends, my sense of self-preservation in video games is insanely high. Like playing a game like Dead by Daylight, where you can optionally go back and save the survivors. If I have the choice between saving myself and going back and saving someone else, I'm always choosing me because I'm like, motherfucker, I don't want to die. I want to survive.
Right. I feel like the exact opposite.
Or like when
I'm playing helping more people.
When I'm playing Green Hell with my friends, it's like there's a jaguar attacking. I'm like right, I'm going to the third floor. I go into meerkat stance where I immediately run away, get up somewhere high, and then shout to tell the others that something bad has happened. While they deal with it.
So you got to rally to the cause. That's my outlook on life.
But that's my outlook on life. Is like if I had to choose between you and me, I'm choosing me. I'm always choosing me because that's how it works. Bottom line, self-preservation.
But if you both choose ourselves, then neither of us live.
But yeah, this is another game where I put this together because they're both co-op games. But it's another game where I was like, it just felt kind of, there was some stuff missing from it. I mean, the first one was like sort of like, oh, it's so
there was some
it was a good
really good
indie
puzzles
stuff
in the first
yes
one. But
yes
some really boring puzzles.
yes, I feel like that again. And the problem is
Right.
a lot you remember the pipe room in the first game where there's like a room filling up with pipes.
One person had really interesting, one person just like had to like do some shit.
There's more rooms. Like there's like a room where one of you's in like a furnace that's getting set on fire, or Dave was
you never mentioned
like,
it takes two. I'm not going to mention it again.
What did you want to mention about it?
I just saying, like, everyone has like in that game, like you showed like at least in the clips you showed, like you were saying, like for the game,
everyone always has something.
Everyone has something different to do.
Yeah.
More games need to like do that.
When you choose the game, you can either choose to be a peasant or a king or a royal or something like that, and that changes which puzzles you get given. So I guess there's replayability in that and seeing it from the other side. But I feel like once you know some of these puzzles, it's going to make it a lot easier.
Well, less doing puzzles like reveals different stuff. Maybe like there's different context, but yeah.
Yeah, but there were some game breaking bugs. Some of the puzzles were time based, and then like the controls were really clunky. Like there was this point where Dave had to go up these stairs and to solve which. Because I didn't see his perspective, obviously. I never saw his perspective. That's part of the game. But he would tell me, like, he would give me symbols on a cube, and then I'd have to rotate this cube and find the correct cube he was describing, and then put it inside of this little box. And then that would, like, open, like, put a wall away so he could walk past it. And it was like a timed thing. But picking up these cubes and putting them down was so fucking clunky. And you've got to remember this is all like time pressure, so the entire time like stairs are like coming in behind him the whole time. Because
going back to in the first game, like the water pipe system, right? Like I remember, like we figured out. I think it took us 2 attempts because on the first thing, like we figured it up because like the time pressure causes to fuck it up.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit, and it's like really obvious. Like once you like. You just need to figure it out, but with time, pressure like really like changes like how you deal with puzzles.
Which I think is fine. Like if you want to add like stakes to an escape room,
if you design the game around that and balance it, yeah.
But then it feels terrible when, again, I'm trying to communicate through a walkie-talkie where only one person could be speaking at a time, and then like the controls are super clunky. Also, my brain is completely confused by cubes.
I'm not sure. Okay, I feel like in the first game, and like, I'm kind of seeing this here as well. I'm not sure the being by yourself thing is like that appealing to me actually, because I remember. I
think it's like an atmospheric one sort of thing.
Yeah, but the puppet room. I think we were like the last room we were actually together, and I remember having more fun solving that with someone else than like just being separated.
Yeah, I think the whole idea is that they will have to describe... Again, it's like they have to try and describe weird symbols to you, and you have to try and describe weird symbols to them that they can't see.
I feel like demonic things, like they try and figure out who's going insane. That's kind of that sort of game would make sense.
There's literally talk about a satanic ritual and stuff in this game, and I was like 100% prepared to be like, oh, I'm gonna sacrifice Dave, right?
Yeah,
but like, yeah, like I wanted this to be like way spookier and like horror shit.
Yeah, like it starts like 10 out of 10 gets worse and worse or something.
And just nothing really fucking happens really. You just kind of I saved Dave from an oven, and then
so PG Satanism.
And then it was like there was an elevator, and one of us had to hold open a gate. That's what happened.
Right.
But I think it's more like the sense of something weird's gonna happen, or the atmosphere of that, and I'm like, oh,
I don't know. I don't get very much atmosphere from this or the last game.
But there was like because there was there was like multiple time moments, and there was a time moment I was in where I had to describe suits of armor with weapons on them to Dave while he looked for this while there was a wall coming towards us.
Right.
Wall coming towards me.
Trash compactor.
Yes, with like spikes on it, and we did that like 10 times, and it was like, oh, you need to do this really quickly. We don't have enough time. And then Dave figured out after like the 10th time, he was like, oh, there's a wheel I can use to send the wall back so you don't like immediately get crushed. And I was like, oh, okay, that would have been a lot easier if we figured that out earlier.
But why have that in the first place though? Like, what interesting mechanic is that?
I feel like there wasn't that many. There's another like chest thing as well. I think there was a chest thing in. There was like a chest thing in the snow in the first one. There was another like. There was another like kind of chest thing where you had to storm a castle, and I was moving I was moving a piece, and I couldn't. And we were.
You couldn't see what it was doing.
And we were here too. I was moving a piece, and it was moving on Dave's board as well, and he was moving me towards enemies, but I couldn't see the enemies. But then on my board, I had rocks that Dave couldn't see.
Okay, that's a little bit more interesting.
Took like forever. Yeah, we were here too. I think it's okay. I haven't played. I've got the third one as well. We Were Here Together, and Dave was like, "Oh, we should play that. We should play We Were Here Together." And I'm like, maybe take a break, and then we'll come back to We Were Here Together, because I don't know. I remember thinking for an indie game, the first game's all right, but then after playing the second,
it was free though.
Yeah, it was free, and I think the expectation is once you start to pay for something, you're like, okay, I kind of expect a certain level of quality.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is sort of more of the same.
Yeah, more of the same also doesn't help against a free game as well.
I don't know. Check out We Were Here too if you're interested in it, because at the end of the day, it does have some, like, I would say quite complex puzzling mechanics and some time-based stuff. Like, it's not like, it's not Shift Happens, guys. You're not moving around blocks in a portal room.
Okay.
But yeah, that is. I was about to say that is Spotlight, but this is Tangerine. So
Tangerine.
Check out those games if you're interested.